Jason George, Wildlife Adventure. In this episode, we're going to learn about everyone's favorite hot sauce, Crazy Canuck, and what goes into making it, a little bit about the man who makes it, and the entire process that it takes from kitchen to your favorite meal.
For Jason George's Crazy Canuck sauce, which we are making 10 cases of today, that is a quadruple batch of what I usually make. We've got my homegrown Prick Chief hot peppers. They were grown right up in Wasaga Beach. And we've got here some yellow scorpion maruga with a few red Scotch bonnets thrown in. The yellow marugas were grown just north of Wyville. And then we've got Scotch bonnets, which I sourced from a local grocery store since they're a little out of season. And then to sweeten things up a little bit, and to start to bring the sweet to the heat, we've got the sweet peppers. Do a mixture of orange and red, just so we can get the color right on the sauce. Alright, so you're going to want to get closer because it's black. Alright, so now we're going to blanch all of these peppers first. And blanching means boiling in vinegar. Now these peppers have already been washed in a vinegar bath, but we are going to blanch them first. These are going to.
So this is this one, like we've got two containers and one, like they're both the same.
They're both identical.
Okay.
We'll have both the identical weight of ingredients, number of ingredients, type of peppers. Alright,
So we just take this off, cap in here.
yep, and then we fill the racks as much as possible. And if you're wondering out there why we're not washing the caps, it's because we can't wash these caps properly at the right temperature. So after the sauce is hot bottled, we cap it, fill these cases back up, close it, and flip it upside down for 10 minutes.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's actually sterilized by the sauce itself.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. Hence why hot bottling is very important. This is how sauces last endlessly if you keep them out of direct sunlight.
Okay.
Direct sunlight is a wrench in every plant. It'll bleach the sauce and change the chemistry of it.
Really? I decided that I wanted to learn a little bit more about how my hot sauce was made. So I asked Doc if I could join him in the kitchen, and I offered to help him out a little bit, and I learned so much about cooking hot sauce.
Alright.
Switch it up, switch it up. You just slide her in, shut her, and then hit start.
You got it.
Boom! So this is step one of the bottles being sanitized, and we'll talk more about the other steps in a little bit. But some of you might be wondering how or why a wildlife photographer has a hot sauce. Well, I don't make much money, and one day I was sitting at a market, and Shawn was standing beside me, and I was like, hey, can you make me a hot sauce? I know that my brother and dad really like it, and that's how it began. 2 years ago. So why are we putting them in here?
Well, because it kills all any remaining bacteria. So we're gonna put these in here, and it just doesn't need to be a high temperature. It's just the duration. So really, I think it calls for 15 minutes at 245.
Things are getting spicy in here. The smell in this kitchen right now is amazing. If you like Scotch bonnet.
Now, we're going to stick this big guy in here. This is called an immersion blender. Immersion. So,
Okay.
18,000 RPM. We're going to set it a little bit lower because we're not looking to puree it at this point.
Not gonna lie. Expected a little bit more.
Just got to make sure to keep the head below.
Yes. Now we're getting to a point where I can see the sauce. Before it was all peppers, now it's starting to become a sauce. This is exciting. Look at all of those yummy flavors of pepper. One of the things when I was making Crazy Canuck and picking the flavors that I wanted in the hot sauce, it was that I didn't want the hot sauce to just be hot. I wanted it to add flavor. So he decided that roasted pineapple and mango should also be added.
There you go. You got it.
It's not my first time. It's not my first kitchen.
Awesome.
So now we can take the bottles out of the oven as they have now been sanitized. We let them cool down, making sure to mix the hot sauce while it's cooking. And I got the opportunity to measure the salt and the pepper that was put in. And I got excited because I was bang on how much it was weighing. And then this salt settled. And it was a little bit over. And then I had to try again with pepper. And this time, I got it bang on. And don't forget, we had to measure salt and pepper twice because we're doing 2 portions. And now we put it in.
It smells amazing.
And then we've got to mix it up again. And then we're ready almost for that final state of mixing. We're adding garlic. And then we put the immersion blenders back in. And watch the colors start to change. We're getting close to the finished product, I'm told. This is exciting. Well, hopefully you're enjoying this video and you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please check out my books and some of my other videos.
We're gonna have a little quick sample of some Crazy Canuck.
Will you try that one? I'll try this one. Well, that's a lot, but hey, you. Woo!
That was a lot.
That is a lot. Good on you. Well, what do you think?
Awesome.
It just needs the flavor to melt. That's it. So we'll cook it off for about 45 minutes from here. At least 45. Depends how it gets rolling. Yeah, we'll write this stuff. It's okay, I gotta put this stuff on. Yeah, once the stuff gets rolling, it's you alright?
We have to wait for this boiling, delicious Crazy Canuck hot sauce to slow. And then he says that we are getting close to being able to bottle the hot sauce. Because we are making so much hot sauce on this day, he wanted to try this new tool that he got. This is a pH tester. And this hot sauce should be at 3. Water should be at 7. We're doing pretty good.
Xanthan gum.
The last ingredient is being added.
I noticed the difference more in the color than anything. And like this one now is looking a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's not getting that vortex is easy.
Yeah.
We'll sample that one as well. You're going to get it when it's cooked. And down.
Can you notice the difference between the 2 hot sauces?
So now the sauce is cooked, we're gonna try it.
Yeah. It's always good to try it before and after. Oh yeah, way better. 100 times.
Oh yeah.
Crazy, eh?
We're trying this new contraption. And by we I mean he.
Well, everything's ready. Bottles. I'm ready. Let's see how Shawn does with his new toy.
Oh, that looks sexy. Oh. Not too bad for your first time using it there, Doc.
Not too bad at all. I'd like to give a big thank you to Tijuana Tom with Tijuana Tom's Hot Sauce.
Thank you, Tijuana Tom. So we got a lot of hot sauce going down today.
That is awesome.
I was about to say, this looks way easier than whatever you probably were doing before.
This is way easier than anything. Yeah. Sure, let's do this one.
We now have hot sauce in bottles, and while he is doing that, I'm putting caps on the bottles. This is a slow and tedious process, but I know it helps the team out, and I don't want to be trying that contraption because I know I would totally make a mess. Out of about 240 bottles, I think there was overflow on maybe 10, which is pretty awesome. You'll notice that I work smarter, not harder, because I didn't need to move around that much. I got a chair, and while I was sitting in my chair, I noticed that Doc was at an awkward position. So we ended up, after being done this batch, we changed the setup so that it was easier on him. It's important that you think about your own comfort when you're doing tasks. The heat coming off of each bottle is kind of crazy, but as I put each bottle in, it means that we're getting closer to the being done. And this has been an amazing opportunity to share.
Whoa. Sauce is done. We're almost ready. Look at that. Jay's juice. Ladies love it. Come try it. Crazy Canuck. Thank you, Doc Bell, for helping us cook this amazing hot sauce. Check out some of his other sauces. His best one is Crazy Canuck. Slightly biased. He's got like 15 or 20 other hot sauces that you need to try and other rubs.
Well, thank you very much for coming out and helping me today. It has been a pleasure.
It's been fun. It's been spicy. Bones, I'm sorry that I didn't take you to make the hot sauce, but you can help with labeling. Which knife should we use? The deer hoof knife or the one for the walking stick? What do you guys think?
So once the hot sauce is in the bottles, Doc Bell then seals the bottle and he applies these awesome labels. The label on it has been created by Alex, another local to Wasaga Beach.
Done. Now we just have to label them.
So now that I have taken all of the bottles out of the cases, I now get to put my own label on the bottles. And the reason I do this is because I want people to be able to learn a little bit about the animals that Alex has drawn on the hot sauce, like the melanistic fox or the owls. You can now watch videos on my YouTube channel about these, which I think is pretty fun and unique experience, that your hot sauce is actually now becoming educational.
Done.
And I do make sure that the QR code is at the bottom so that the hot sauce doesn't run down onto it. And what's awesome is Doc Bell puts the best before date on the bottom. And then I'm almost done. I need to price them out. This is my final step. Hot sauce is ready to go. I've priced, wrapped, labeled. This is so cool. And I hope that you grab a bottle of your own Crazy Canuck hot sauce, available through me and at various stores through Ontario.
Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this journey through making hot sauce with Doc Bell. Please grab a bottle of Crazy Canuck. It's my favorite hot sauce and soon to be yours. Thanks again to Doc Bell for creating an amazing hot sauce.
I'd love to know what you put your Crazy Canuck hot sauce on. My favorite thing that I've put Crazy Canuck hot sauce on has to be lionfish when I was in Jamaica. It's an invasive species with venom, but once you cut them off, it's so delicious. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Check out some of my other videos, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep enjoying the wildlife.
And take care, enjoy, and keep enjoying the wildlife.